And now we're passing by the Turku castle. Wow. Look at this funny warning sign. Oh my goodness. Sasaga fins.
Sound. Oh!
Oh yeah, I remember that guy. Turku Castle. What is this thing for? To enter Turku Castle, it costs 14 euros. It costs 14 euros. It's open from 10 until 6 p.m. Do this! The cost for the entrance fee is 14 euros per person, so we paid 28 euros in total. There are two parts of this castle, Turku Castle. This is one of them. We have a place where you can leave your coats. That means we're going to be only staying inside the castle. They even provide a full-length mirror there and chairs. This is the Turku Castle. There are paintings here, but it's so dark. This is the painting of a couple. We just learned about Jordan's chamber. He was accused of bigamy, and the what do you call this? The penalty is his death. He was imprisoned there in this room for 5 years before they killed them. They killed him. It wasn't really his fault, according to the staff here who told us his story. So he was a student. He was, seated here, and that's his table. Probably not this exact desk and table, but his feet is chained up there, and this is his chamber. He was locked up here for 5 years because of bigamy. So what happened was he got married in Germany, and then his wife was promiscuous, so he left her and he moved to Finland, and came the news that she actually died. So he thought she died, and he remarried again here in Finland. But apparently she's alive at that time. So he was accused of bigamy, and the trial took 5 years. He was imprisoned here, and after 5 years he was killed. There's two places we can go. Studenkirko means church, and also Kieros. That was supposed to be baby Jesus, but he was cut in half by some fanatic. Just learned about Studenkirko, and it's very interesting. Oh wow, it's so dark here. is this place? It's very interesting. Like, the staff are very knowledgeable and they share so much information about Sture Kirkko. There are a lot of statues there, wooden statues. The oldest was from 13th century up until the latest 16th century, and he told us the story of most of and each of them. The one thing that made me kind of sad is the story of Saint Laurentius. He was a saint, and during the time when the Roman Empire was in power, the Emperor Valerian, he requires these tax money to be paid to him, but Saint Laurentius, instead of giving money to the Emperor Valerian, he gives it to the people, and for that he was burned alive. That's very sad. He's one of those good saints, because to me, not all saints are good. Most of them. This is how it looks right now, and this was when it was bombed.
Joo, tosiaan aika pahaa jälkeä joo todellakin. Joo, paukut teki.
Huge chest, look at this. So informative, oh my gosh. I'm so happy we went to this Turku castle inside here. Wow, look at this. Oh my.
Let's go here first.
Where? This is called the Star Vaulting of the Nuns' Chapel from the latter half of the 15th century. It's a miniature model. They have these things to keep the wooden statues, to protect them from moisture. Look, there's a real sword here. It's very dark. It's right there. It's so dark I can't even capture it.
Oh, you have flash on.
Super informative, so I really recommend getting inside the Turku castle. And actually, for the amount we paid, which is only 14 euros, the service is wow. We learned so much from them, and they really take good care of you. So I recommend it. The labyrinth. So any evil spirits that comes from the window will be trapped in this labyrinth. According to Miko, that's what he read from there. More of them. Strange writings. Well, we can understand. Anju, Johan, GTAB, ABCDEF. Prinsessa Matka, Princess's Journey. Inside here is the 8-meter dungeon, and this is the only place in and out through the dungeon. This is how they dress a real princess, Catherine Jagiellon. She needs 2 assistants to help her dress. Her jewelry is made of golden pearls, like the ones on her head. Wow, golden crowns. Of course, they're not real. More modern than the other parts of the castle, ne? It's almost like dedicated to kids, young girls. Oh, in Japanese.
Or Chinese color.
Maybe Chinese.
Chinese, ne? Gyutan.
Gyutan?
Beef tongue.
Nani?
The opposite hill has been taken. Now the enemy can fire straight at us.
So scary. We feel
2 weeks of fighting. More and more of the castle.
they were supposed to rule in Turku Castle, but within less than a year, the stepbrother of Duke John, her husband, so the stepbrother's name is King Eric the 14th. He was angry with John, the husband, because he didn't have permission to marry Catherine. That's why he sent an army of 10,000 against 1,200 men of John's. What's the story behind this? This painting probably depicts the Turku Castle, which is here, but they're not sure if is it really Turku Castle? All right. Te Deum laudamus. This is called the vestry, and it's considered as the most important room in this castle because this used to be Duke John's room. Wow. It's a huge dining area here. Wow. This is called the King's Hall, and nowadays it can be rented if you want. Earlier was the King's Hall, and now this is the Queen's Hall. It's right by next to each other. This is called the Queen's Chamber. It's right next to the Queen's Hall. So many chairs and tables here. And look, I love this painting. This room is called the Ladies' Drawing Room. Getting higher and higher now. Okay. Uh-huh.
The spiral stairs.
Cool. Trivia. Miko says that spiral staircases such as this one has a purpose. It's so that you can easily take your sword on your other side. Is that right?
Like if I'm like the defenders can have their sword on their right hand, so they
Right.
can easily defend from here. But if you are way up, then it's like here awkwardly.
Yes, yes. Gotcha. Thank you. These are candle holders and chest. And clocks, very old clocks. Jewelries. I have fancy hats here as well. And bodices, I think that's what these are called. Tops, pretty tops. Fitting for a princess. And a queen. Scary. For royal babies, maybe. Pretend baby. So much to see here in Turku Castle. Just wow. It's worth so much more than the 14 euros we paid. I didn't expect this. It's amazing. I really recommend going here. Precious glasses. Little teacups. Obo. That's how you read it, right, Miko? Obo. Obo is Turku. Apparently, that's the only first half of this whole Turku castle. Now we're heading to the second part of it. That was a lot. Wow. Don't touch the articles, please. These are lockers. Wow. Not in use. All of them are not in use, or just this one maybe? Yeah. Oh wow. A part of the Turku castle. Money purse.
It's better.
Your camera.
Oh.
1888 shoes. This is after it got burned down. Winter war between Finland and the Soviet Union lasts 105 days and ends in Finland's defeat. Finland was defeated. (1697). A third of the Finns died that day. This room was a prison room for King Eric XIV. He was imprisoned here before he died of alleged poisoning. This was his bed. He has a chair and a chest and a table. People can see from the outside if he's doing something funny. The king. Oh yeah. It used to continue here, but it's blocked by a wall. Wow, this castle is huge. Amazing. I love this castle so much. Welcome to the Turku Castle's Night Hall. You can try on these court costumes, hats, armor, helmets. Please put costumes and armor back to their places after fitting. Metal armor can leave stains, so use gloves when putting them on. Wow, so cool. You'll try it. There's even a throne where you can sit on after wearing your costumes. Wow! Mika says this is actually very, very heavy. Wow, it looks very heavy.
What's the correct order to dress up? Instructions like a good setting.
Oh my.
Is this feet?
Yeah, no, I think this is for arms. They're locked there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. With the costume room comes with a torture item, this torture item. Or at least this is where they, hold prisoners' arms so they won't get away. Mika's really into this costume wearing. This is your chance to show. I think this is also for, oh no. It's for the costumes. It's a mannequin, a wooden mannequin, like that. Are these things? Oh, look, this is some pretend shield, wooden shield. are mini daggers, like swords. They're like made from, what do you call this? Cushion. So soft.
It's a struggle to wear it. Should I wear this first or this one first?
I have no idea, Miko. Oh yeah, this one first, I'm sure.
Yep.
It's so heavy even for you. How can they fight with this? That's why some warriors from a long time ago, they don't wear the shoe. Because it hinders the movement. Wow. How does it feel?
It's a workout. Go.
I love your wooden horse.
The Polish or the Prussians not good.
Generals take the throne from kings, weak kings. That's a
It should be like that you are sitting on the throne as a queen. Warrior king. Kneel before me.
I won't.
Presents.
Say please first.
But how do you speak to your king?
You are not my king.
Kill the bastards. Fight for the king.
Savages. Who calls this the hardest part because it's really so heavy. Wow. It's totally free. Yeah. I'll carry it. Oh my gosh. How heavy is... No. Nope. I can't. How heavy is it, Miko? How heavy do you think in kilograms?
10 kilos.
10 kilos? No, I can carry 10 kilos.
Well, if it's like a nice to lift, but this is not so nice to lift.
Okay. It's more, the show.
Yeah, like 15.
15 kilos.
Maybe. At least.
What huge keys are these? Look at this. They're having a feast. What is this for? From a long time ago. Look, that's how they wear it, Nico. An archer. Must have been so heavy on the head net to carry that steel. He's snoring. They already use sewing things during that time. She's taking care of her baby. Shoes made of leather, I assume. Who wears this? We're heading down now. This is what we see from upstairs. There's a clown there. A musician, personal chef. They even have a rabbit on the table. Peacock. Oh no, she looks scary. What is she doing to these kids? That's a black chicken. Are they playing? Oh no. This is where they chain the prisoners. Or how do they use this? This huge board. There are different rooms here. This one's dark. Yeah, they go down these boards. Same as the other one with the chain. These are chains as well. Number 3. This castle is huge. Another prison cell down there. Really no, it's a water pipe this time. Not an underground 8-meter prison cell. Coins, emblems, 1800 to 1800. Beautiful coins. They also have from 1700 to 1917. We have medals as well. Real swords. Wow. Also visa here. They don't have my card here. Cute coin. They're old bills. Expect a few hours exploring this whole Turku castle. It's huge. It's a very, very good, how do we say? They really are very good in showing off the history of Turku Castle. That's why I don't understand why there aren't many people who go here. It's amazing. I recommend it. So dark in here now. Miko doesn't really have this clock. Miko's aunt have this same type of clock. Very old type. It's an heirloom from their family.
Her grandfather used to collect them and
Yeah.
had so many that he would give to all his children.
Mm-hmm. Wow, extendable table. So cool. It's already dark outside. Amazing. Pots and pans. Old cupboards. Sausages. There's more. Yeah. Wow. So grand. Quiet. Narnia. It's so big. Finally, we finished touring around Turku Castle, and initially I was hesitant to pay 14 euros because I was already perfectly happy. I feel like the outside is already very beautiful, but thankfully my husband convinced me to go and pay 14 euros each. It's super worth it. There were many staff. They're more than happy to give you information about the history of Turku Castle, and yeah, it's really good. It took a few hours. I was so surprised. They showcase so many things inside, and I really recommend going inside, not just outside the Turku castle. It's worth it. But too bad. This is the store, and connected to the store is another part of the castle. And it should be included in our ticket, but they close at 5:45, and we arrived there at 5:44. They were already closed, so we couldn't go in. That's too bad. So, yeah.